It's Week 5 of the 2027 season, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. It's been all systems going this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Right to the air is Mahomes. Now this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll run here with a rookie. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one too wide and incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now a first carry here for the running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. He
just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. He's still on his feet. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They picked up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. Take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll go again here with Ray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Browns at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 17-7 is our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. They'll work the middle here with Wright, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off play action. Stockton. It fights him off. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Back to throw. Stockton, he finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll go right back to Wright. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. There he goes left side.
I mean, just fucking hand him the game, dude. Just hand it to him.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did.
You know, I'm fucking sick and tired of this fucking game. Every time I need to make a fucking goddamn play or I'm put on my fucking heels, I go back to throw. And what happens? Their fucking defenders run right on my routes end all the fucking time. In fact, I think this guy... Hold on. This guy was even fucking running...
Pick 6.
What am I doing? I wonder if I
use the first of their 3.
Okay, I can't. The guy was fucking covering the fucking receiver, then all of a sudden fucking stopped. He was covering the guy on the fucking outside.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's
bullshit,
in the air.
Man.
And a good return as he'll be stopped. Shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns get a bit closer. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC's offense ready to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Browns set to take over. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Does the algorithm just have my guards not going and blocking the Chiefs linebackers because they just fucking stand there and block constantly while my guards just fucking act like retards and double team the fucking stupid nose tackle?
You might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Stockton. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Stockton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So, Charles, they get to them with their... turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and a couple. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's Palmer. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's again complete to Palmer. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run out of the gun with Wright, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Stockton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stockton. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And the just taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man right side is Rice. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
and there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy.
Fuck you. Like, suck my dick.
Inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Yeah, I mean, AI, they're either running to my routes where they end, or they're reading my play. You know, they're running right to my plays on defense, or now they're doing this thing where they're just injuring all my fucking players. So I've got like half a dozen fucking injuries coming into this game, and I've got like another 5 during this fucking game. So I'm down to like, you know, 3rd string fucking tackles and guards and shit, and they're just still fucking giving me injuries. It's ridiculous.
Kept it and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Delay of game.
No, they're just giving Mahomes more room to work.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense...
What's my tight end doing?
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think?
He's supposed to run like 2 yards and then do that fucking play. He just ran like fucking 10 yards. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing?
Still a lot of time left.
This is the shit this fucking game does, man. Run the fucking route an extra 3 yards deep, so I'm confused and don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, really?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Stockton flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Stockton, he's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Pacheco gets it up the gut. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He finds his man complete. That's Sullivan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. A give up the middle to right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Wright. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Forced out to his left.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. On the handoff, it's Wright. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll run with Wright. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave, so they took their shot but couldn't connect.
Patterson's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able. Defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 40 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He continues to be a thorn in the side of this defense. That last catch going to put him over 200 yards receiving now for the ball game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete out to Dotson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Stockton over the middle, complete. That's Harris. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection, and able to work his way down to the 16. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Here's first and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. And it's caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Boy, you want to talk about guts? Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.